Welcome to this Qigong class. We're going to spend a little extra time bathing in the metal element, working with the breath. So let's begin by just checking in to see where you are. You can let go of any stories of where you should be. And instead, just see if you can sense where it is your body is most comfortable breathing right now. It might be in your chest, it might be in your solar plexus, it might be down low. Or you may struggle to even feel where it is. Whatever it is that's emerging, just give yourself the freedom to take a look at it. So the tongue rests gently on the roof of your mouth. You're breathing in and out through your nose. Your tailbone drops towards the earth while the crown of your head lifts skyward. The shoulders are up, back, and then just resting on the shoulder blades. This gives us a clear vantage point to see. And then you can give a smile to that softness that emerges in the chest. And then with a breath in, the hands lift to the horizontal, and with a breath out, we release. There's a small pumping motion with the legs just to help that momentum. It also helps the breath come out. So let's shift our breathing to taking a breath in through the nose and a breath out through the mouth. Breath into the belly and then release. You can feel that it's easy to take a breath into the chest when we do a movement like this. But give yourself a little bit of encouragement to see, can you get that breath into the belly? It's going to give you a little more oomph to breathe out from. And then let that go. Let's come back to that place we started and just check in. Hands resting over the lower abdomen. Now what we've just done is shaken up the snow globe a little bit. There'll be a little dizziness to let go of. What you might notice is that shaking up the snow globe, kind of rattling the cage, actually starts to give you a leverage point to let everything settle a bit. Your footprint gets a little stronger. We're going to play that game throughout where we shake the system up and then we take time to be in the residual of that, because that's where the magic actually is. If you have an interest in digging a little deeper in these concepts, there's a PDF that I've created that walks you through each of the seasons. It includes key movements, the organs, the meridians. And what I like best about it is a little bit of advice on foods to be eating, ways to rest, meditations you might do that just give a little more life to this time of year. It's nice when our Qigong practice extends beyond the actual practice time that we do out on the earth or on a mat. So I'll put a link for that in the description. And then release, Wuji stance. Let's do knocking on the door of life. So we've connected with the breath, and now we're going to activate some of those key points that just help us step into this practice in a very smart and strategic way. Knocking on the lower abdomen, knocking on the low back. And now start to make it gentle until finally you let go of the knocking and find yourself in water waves, connecting to the formless. And then let's refine this breath work. Take a breath in, the index finger and thumb meet. We come back towards the center, and then with open palms, we bring that bright white light energy into the lungs, and then we release it. This is just a way to massage that energy. Now here's the key. The breathing with this part is incredibly subtle. Like I said, we're going to hit the full spectrum in this practice where we breathe big and we breathe light, soft, and subtle. This is that light, soft, and subtle. Just a way to take that lung energy that we've brought into the system and refine it. One more. Bring it in, and then release it towards the earth. And then take a wide leg stance. We're going to build up a little bit of heat. We're going to build up a little CO2. How we're going to do that is pull in the big muscles of the body, pull in some big movements, and let the breathing stay very subtle. Not uncomfortably subtle, but enough that we intentionally let carbon dioxide build, because when we do that, we make it easier for oxygen delivery. I know that sounds counterintuitive. It's a key thing to understand about breathing is our body does work with a little bit of stress. We do better with that. Let's go elbow to knee. You can turn your feet out if you'd like. Hand comes up over the head. Turn to look skyward. With a gentle breath out, we come to the center, and with a breath in, we open the other side. Breath out. And a breath in. Nice, subtle, easy breath in. Subtle, easy breath out. In the world of comfort and discomfort, take a little recreation in letting this be a little uncomfortable. It is the part of the practice that is meant to be a bit stressful. The good kind of stress, the stress we pick, the stress we're in control of. How we do that is take a big physical body movement and then hold the breath in control. On the next one, we'll hold. And now we disconnect the breath from the movement and let the breath just be steady. So we drop the tailbone towards the earth. We release the tension in the toes. Breath out to the center. Let's do the same thing to the other side. Acknowledging the work and also acknowledging the softness that still exists. The weight in the heels, the relaxed toes. Then come to center. Hinge forward. You can dial the feet in if they were pointing out and release the back of the head. Just hang forward. Releasing tension in the back of the legs as you can. One hand stacks on top of the other. With a breath in, we come up overhead. With a breath out, release. Walk the legs in. We're going to do some well-deserved shaking. Breath in through the nose, breath out through the mouth. You get two of them full magnitude. And now with each progressive breath, make it a little quieter. And now you're just nose breathing. Starting to retain the breath in the face of shaking. So the breath is very low volume, quiet. But there still is this impactful energy release. And then check in. And let's come back to smoothing out that energy now. Index finger and thumb meet. Bring that subtle energy into the lungs and release. It's our time to smooth it out. And step the feet in. One hand rests under the lower abdomen, the other gathers energy, brings that energy down the center of the body, releasing tension in the mind, pausing in front of the heart center. Where we connect to the wisdom that always exists and carries with it the realization that all is well. Other side. Breath in, breath out. Pause to connect. And release. Especially today. Thank you for your practice. If you like these videos, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment. I love hearing from you. And if you want to dive a little deeper, check out the link in the description and head over to Qigong Central for Breathe Your Truth. There are some things in there that are free, easy access. There's also the opportunity to join the subscription where you get access to longer classes, get access to a community. It is why I film this stuff. It's why I do this work. I love the community that's evolving around this work. So if you have an interest, I'd love to see you in there. Thanks, everybody.